Let's take a look at 3 steps we can use to find any, yes, any derivative. The first step is just simply to look at what you have. Overall, what do I have? Like, for example, let's say I have something times something else. That means a product rule. Or something divided by something else would be a quotient rule, whatever. So that's just to check out which rule you need to use. Overall, what do you have? I like to use the word stuff. The second step is to do just one step. Do first step, first part of the rule. Then, after you're done with the first part, I like to just start over. Because I'll often get in there trying to figure out that one first part of this derivative, and then I'll forget where I'm at with the rule. So if you just start over, that solves this problem. Let's take a look at how I would go about this. So let's say I give you y equals the sine of x squared times the cosine of the natural log of x cubed. That's a nasty looking derivative. But if we follow these steps, it should be easy. We start off by saying, overall, what rule do we have? Well, I have stuff times something, some other stuff. I can't say I have overall sine of stuff because that doesn't account for the cosine. So I just have stuff times stuff. So in that case, I'm going to do the product rule. And the product rule says, take the derivative of the first part times the second plus the derivative of the second times the first. So when I take that derivative of the first part, well, I have a new derivative to do. Let's do this whole process again. Overall, what rule do I need? Well, I have a sine. So I'm going to take the derivative of sine is cosine. So I have cosine of, that would be x squared times now 2x. That comes from the chain rule that says you take the derivative of the inside whenever you use stuff. Now that I have that, I forget where am I at. So let's just start over again. If I want to take the derivative of y, I have stuff times stuff. That tells me I'm using the product rule. So I take the derivative of the first. I already did that. Now I multiply by the second part, unchanged. So that's just cosine of ln of x cubed. And then, now that I have that, I add the first unchanged, sine of x squared. Let's actually add that onto the next line just because we are going to run out of space here. So add the sine of x squared, that's the first, times now the derivative of the second. Well, I start over. What rule do we have? Just for cosine, the derivative of cosine is negative sine. So I'll take negative sine of the ln of x cubed. And then by the chain rule, I need to multiply by the derivative of the inside. Well, the inside is ln of x cubed. So I ask myself again, overall, what do I have? I have the natural log of stuff. And the derivative of natural log of stuff will always be the derivative of the stuff, that's 3x squared, divided by the stuff, which is x cubed. So at this point, we've taken the derivative. But let's go back and look at it. Let's say, okay, we have overall stuff times stuff, looking at y equals. So that's going to be the derivative of the stuff, which is in red, times the other stuff, and then we'll add the original stuff times the derivative of the second stuff. But the derivative of the second stuff, we had to multiply by the chain rule to get some more stuff. So I like using the word stuff. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out my next videos. That way, you don't miss out on any more helpful tips.